You wanna know one thing that absolutely irritates me? When people force me to take drastic measures in a situation. And this can obviously vary. But today's situation is actually quite a special but serious one. It brings up a valid issue that should honestly be spoken about. So, obviously, you've read the title of the video and probably clicked on it because of that, or whatever thumbnail I decide to put on this, but let's get into the tale of Fox Demon slash Angel Fox, whatever the fuck, and the fact that people decide they should support pedos because they want to be good people. Now, obviously, support is a big word to use. What if all they want to do is help or understand, forgive and forget type of shit? In my opinion, that's still supporting. Choosing to remain interacting with a person like that is still supporting, even if they have no benefit from your interaction still being there. Now then, obviously I'm not just gonna talk over my fucking very cool wallpaper. I have some tabs here that I would like to show. Let's start with the first one, which this isn't my screenshot. I had to find this one because, as you can see, this image at the bottom is this one right here. Why would this pedophile post the same thing twice? Well, the thing is, if I'm right, he deleted this message. Now, obviously, let's start right from the beginning. Even though I provided evidence that I was in the wrong, I admit that I knew that he was under 18 and I knowingly roleplayed with them, through DMs, and groomed them. Just please do not go after Andromeda, the person groomed, a 17-year-old. This guy is like 21, I believe. I can't really check right now since they blocked me on Twitter. So, yeah. I was the one at fault. All your hate needs to be aimed at me. This might be the person that screenshotted this, I'm not sure though. If you knew then, why did you do it? Reply. I'm truly sorry for what I did as Fox Demon. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I'm asking for a second chance to prove that I'm on the path to redemption. From now on, anything to do with Fox Demon, I no longer associate with. He died on the 20th of April 2024. Can you ever forgive me? And then this was replaced by this tweet. Fox Demon is officially dead. I repeat, Fox Demon is officially dead. First of all, that's kind of insincere, if you think about it. You're playing off the fact that you groomed a minor and put them in a sexual situation by saying that your old furry character is dead. Hmm. Now, obviously, if you remember the title of the video, this is an example of some furries. Not all. Not all of them are gonna be like this, I promise you. Moving on. Now, as I mentioned, some people choose to keep supporting people. This is one of them. I will regret saying this, but I forgive Sweet Angel Fox, which this is the guy that, said their demon version died or whatever the fuck. And I don't give a fuck on what you guys say. I'm trying to be a good person and forgive them, but you guys just want to fucking tell him go kill himself? Hmm. Well, let me say this. I personally, I agree that pedophiles, zoophiles, racists, you know, they're all pretty bad people for either being ignorant or obviously doing vile acts. However, do they deserve to be told to kill themselves or pressured into that choice? No. Or at least, in most cases, I believe that you can handle it a little more carefully or sincerely than that. However, if it gets to the point where they just can't stop attacking people, then maybe it's right to push them off. However, here's the main thing. I am trying to be a good person. Yeah, I believe that being a good person does include being forgiving, merciful, all of that. But you're being merciful to the wrong type of person. One very sad piece of information is that most pedophiles and zoophiles, for the most part, never change their ways. They are people you should never try to associate yourself with or even, well, help. Even though helping is the right thing to do, there's a point where it's not, you shouldn't. Now, the reason why I'm struggling to talk about this is because, yeah, I see how some people would be like, well, forgiving is fine. Forgiving is what a good person would do. But it's that being a good person is such an open box. You can really interpret a good person in any way. In my opinion, at least, and in many other people's opinions, however, defending a pedophile does not make you a good person. I'm sorry if I tend to run out of breath while speaking. I know that I yap a lot. Also, then they go ramble about how they're suicidal, which go seek therapy. If you're defending a pedophile and you're also suicidal, you should seek therapy more importantly for this one, but also for this. I do not know how old this person is. If they're a minor, I see no reason why they should be defending said person. But if they're not a minor, then it's still bad, but at least they're not the age demographic that pedophiles like. Now, believe it or not, hi, this is me. Wow, who would have thought? In my opinion, you're not supposed to tell a pedo to KYS even though they're bad people. That's just what I was talking about. However, you shouldn't forgive them either. Point that was, yeah. Being a good person, blah blah blah. This is basically what I just said, like right now. And this is their response. Why is it so why is it so difficult to just shut the fuck up, comma. I let everyone follow me even if they're a pedophile because I don't care if they are. I just want to be friends with them. And you might not understand that because you don't have any friends. Or wait, you probably don't have a family either. I don't know if you guys can hear. My family is actually arguing outside, so, point one wrong. Second point, also wrong. I have a lot of friends. On Twitter, Discord, real life. And yeah, I don't see why they had to say this last part, but also, you don't care if someone you're friends with likes kids when they're an adult. Do you not hear yourself? Do you not realize how absolutely moronic that sounds? And not even moronic. Moronic, yes, sure. Why not? It is. But it's just it's horrifying. The fact that you would be friends with a very horrible person just because. You have no good reason. And here's a fellow person that was on my side of the argument. They quoted their statement and asked how old they are. Their response was, why does that matter to you? And their response is, because you're a child supporting a pedo. Now again, I don't know if this person is a child or not. I believe they are because they're dating a minor, but I'm not exactly sure. If they're not and they're dating a minor, then that's bad. But this person is probably about 15, 16 since her boyfriend is like also the same age. Yeah, bad stuff. And here's me again. If you're a minor, it's very dangerous to have pedos following you. Are you stupid? Now I know that I might seem rude here, but I'm just trying to care for someone, hello? Why wouldn't you try to make someone wake up to the fact? Their response to me is, do I give a fuck? No. You should not be on the internet, is what this friendly over here said to them. And obviously I agree. Now, this person has a rightful place on the internet. Everyone does. But if your mental health is to the point where you defend pedophiles who very clearly did something and scarred a minor, then get off and seek help. And also, they are suicidal, so again, get off, seek help, then come back when you're in a better state of mind. Now, this is another mutual of mine, and this was in a different comment thread, so I took their photo, I believe. They asked this person to stop supporting pedos, and their response is, no, they have been my friend for a very long time, or long time. And he fucking e-roleplayed with a minor. Does that mean nothing to you? No, I don't give a fuck. So, shit, I forgot the term. There's someone that got in trouble for doing this same shit before. I don't know what it is. Basically, is it downplaying trauma? Is that what it's called? I'm not sure, but basically, they just downplayed someone else's trauma because they want to be friends with a fucking pedophile. Did you process it yourself? I haven't yet because it really tickles my mind the wrong way that someone like this thinks and speaks because I feel like they clearly don't do the first thing. Just because a pedophile has been your friend for a long time does not mean you should remain friends with them. And also, saying that you don't give a fuck about someone's trauma, that's already a very, very bad fucking look. Jesus Christ, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a very insincere comment. Bro wants to die because people don't agree with him that he should help pedos. His response to that was that he was suicidal. He's been suicidal for a long time. I apologize for saying this, but it was the heat of the moment, and I was just saying shit because I was mad at him. I'm really sorry for insensitive comments. I've had to apologize for those a lot in my life, and it's because I don't control my fucking mouth sometimes. Anyway, one of my other friends said this. His boyfriend is also a pedo. No, he isn't. He's a 19-year-old who sent a 13-year-old a video of him jerking off. Now I asked for proof. Now the proof doesn't exactly say what he said. So this person, Xavier something they're still the partner of this person. Xavier is still this person's boyfriend. And they got exposed for sending this person, a 13-year-old, unwanted nudes. So basically they were like touching themselves and shit in that. And yeah. Now this image does say that the Xavier dude is 15 or 16, so kind of not really pedophilia. It's a thing that happened between minors, so I wouldn't say his boyfriend is a pedo. However, he's dating someone that's what is it? Sexual harassment, sexual something. It's still very fucking horrible to do some shit like that. Now, not gonna lie, the fact that they're dating someone bad doesn't really matter. But well, sometimes bad people associate with bad people because they just can't see the truth. Now, this is another person that I want to bring up, and honestly, at least this person has more of a conscience than the last dude, but their heart is kind of still in the wrong place. Now, I was replying to a comment that I can't see anymore because I got blocked. And basically, Duzzy he literally said he had to expose himself. That doesn't look like regret to me. He wanted to keep what happened hidden by saying he was forced to. So, if you had time to read the first few images of this, you might have read that they did mention how they had to do this. They're basically, I still remember the image in my head. The Angel Fox dude's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, forced him to admit he's a pedophile. And he's very sad about that. So, in my opinion, that's not regret, or I don't know. Maybe he does regret it, but still, he regrets the fact that he was forced to do something. And this person responds with, would you want to be publicly shamed either? And again, I only do second chances. Now, if you're a pedophile, you deserve to be publicly shamed. That's not as bad as getting told to kill yourself. You're just getting told off for being a pedo. And yes, you deserve that, so wrong. And again, I only do second chances. Well, most of the time, and I mean like over 95%, they don't deserve a second chance, dude. And also, this Ash person, they do believe that it's their job to be there for everyone. And again, the thing about he seems to regret it, which honestly he doesn't. So this is another mutual. If my groomer was your friend, would you support them or support me? Ash responds, support the groomed person. Now this is an example, they weren't groomed, but moving on. And if my groomer said sorry for grooming this person's username, would that change? No. I said if they made an effort to change and I believe they honestly are different. So they would only forgive someone if they actually change, which, yeah, that's actually okay. That's a valid point. You can forgive someone if they change. However, they're choosing to still be friends with someone when they haven't changed yet. Like, honestly, here's what would be the best, like the most morally ethical thing to do, in my opinion, is stop interacting with them. And when you see that they changed, come back and try to be friends with them. But be on the lookout just in case anything happens. But no, people are either doing what I'm doing, which is morally good but also kind of bad, which is just completely denying this person friendship and all of that, which in my opinion deserved for being a pedo. And then there's the other side, which is Ash and even worse, the other dude that I was talking about, which is forgiving and choosing to forget. Now, I don't know if this person is a forgive and forget type of dude, but the other one definitely is, and that's obviously bad. Now, moving on to like probably the last thing I have to show. Let me refresh. Oh, never mind. So, this person has been a little active on Twitter despite the fact that they support pedophiles, and they got a fucking banger. 6,000 views, 65 comments, 60 reposts, 127 likes. This is one thing I hate about Twitter community. This specific type of Twitter community. Some people are always uninformed. Everyone here, like basically all of them, they don't know that this person supports pedophiles. If they did, they wouldn't be interacting with them. But no, they don't know. And who am I? I can't just tell fucking over 60 people, which is like 3 classrooms worth of people, that this person supports pedophiles. I could, but it would take forever because some people ask for evidence. Some people are gonna say that I don't care. Some people might just fucking block me for trying to start problems. So it's just, I don't fucking know. I don't know. And by the way, these 2 people that I'm using for the video, first of all, don't go harass them. That's not what I'm asking you to do. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm asking you to listen and see how bad some things are. But yeah, don't harass anyone. If you harass anyone and tell me about it, or if I find out about it, then you're probably gonna be gone. I'm not gonna interact with people that harass others. Now, am I allowed to harass others? No. I will admit, I've kind of been harassing the other person, but it's because I'm trying to help. They don't want to wake up though, that's the issue. And my issue is that I waste time on people like that. But in any case, those two people are also not the only ones that have been defending them, which is bad. I saw more people defending them, but maybe they woke up. I don't know what happened to them, so I can't really say anything. But honestly, this is an issue that happens a lot in the fucking furry community. And I wish that was a joke. It just isn't. I don't want to drag someone else into this, but I don't fucking care anymore. Let's drag someone else in. I actually I was a part of the people that were exposing this person. Let me just view posts. I don't have to fucking unblock this. Oh, I do. Hold on. 737 followers. Everything seems normal, right? Well, obviously, if everything was normal, I wouldn't have them blocked. This person is also a pedophile, by the way. Believe it or not. Wow. Um, what did they do? If I'm right, they have done very bad things to minors, like twice or three times. Something like that. Twice or three times. But also, they like to engage in the viewing of something known as cub corn. Now, obviously, I don't mean corn. You should know what I mean. But cub corn slash cub art is basically baby-like or just, I don't know, childlike furry characters. Fill in the blank. And yeah, this person is also a bad person. But not only does nobody fucking try to get rid of them, I don't get it. Why do people forgive people like this? That's my whole point of the video. If you haven't noticed yet, this is my big problem. The reason I took like 20 minutes out of my fucking worthless day to talk to a fucking monitor is because I have an issue that I feel like everyone else should have, but some people don't. Why are pedophiles defended or supported or forgiven? I don't fucking understand. I never will. I really don't. This is something that has to change. And by the way, I. You know what? No, I'm not just gonna talk about furries. Wanna know another example of a pedophile that got away with it? At least from what I know. Let's talk about Geometry Dash. Now, obviously, Geometry Dash, how? Who the fuck was a pedophile? Do you know Guitar Styles? ADVY Styles, they call him Guitar, some shit like that. Well, if I'm right, that dude is also a pedophile, but he got away with it. Nobody has done anything about it, and I don't know why. Now, if he actually isn't a pedophile, then this part of the video of me talking about Geometry Dash related stuff doesn't fucking matter. If he is, then well, it just proves my point. I don't understand why these people get away with the shit they do. And the two people that I showed today, the fucking Angel Fox dude and Omari one, those are just two examples. I just want to say this. In the furry community, there's over 1,000 probably or fucking more cases of this happening. And I wish that was a joke, but it's not. I don't want to shit on furries, obviously. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to shit on furries, but I just want to state a fact real quick. Most furries are not bad people, but there are so many of them that are. Because I don't know what fucking happened that so many pedophiles and zoophiles are part of that community, but they are. And pedophiles is the biggest case, in my opinion. This is a statistic that is still true. Every day there is basically a new person exposed as a groomer or some shit like that. And I'm never gonna understand why. Not only are they exposed, but sometimes they fucking get away with it. So honestly, people should stop for being. I just said two things at once. People should stop being so forgiving to specific people. That's what I'm trying to say here. And I know I've said that a lot already. I'm trying to say this, I'm trying to say this, I'm trying to say this. But it's because I feel like I have to repeat myself so people actually fucking listen. You know why? Well, no, you don't. I'm actually a really smart person in real life, at least educational wise. And the reason why is because once you repeat the same shit over and over and over again, you learn it and it stays in your head. So maybe me repeating this shit to you guys will have the same effect. Everyone has to do a better job, because it's not just furries where this issue happens, but furries is the center of this video. And sometimes I feel like the center of the issue too. Although there's probably worser communities out there, the one that I know the most of being the worst is usually them. Now then, I really have nothing else to talk about. So I guess if you watch this video, despite it being such a shit show of everything, because even I was a little fucking shitty too, thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you listen to me, and I hope that you agree with me. I really do. And hopefully, nothing bad happens to me because I made this video, and hopefully things get better in online spaces for minors. Now then, goodbye. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or whenever I choose to post my next video.